All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We live? We live? Are we live? Are we live? Live. All right, cool. So check it out, y'all. We are going to uh we're here. We're gonna play some beats. My name is Tafari Excel. Um, this is TDK Visions Beats, and this is the channel. We're gonna do some stuff. Obviously, you can see if you don't know, I'm working with the Maschine MK3, and I'm gonna show you what I know and what I can do with the Maschine MK3. And this is a music channel and music production and stuff that we're gonna be dealing with, and so therefore, this is what it's all about. Um, we'll have conversation, talk about music production, uh, music theory, music business, and things of that nature from time to time. Right now, currently, what we're going to do is I just want to share some music and share some of this information and knowledge that I have with this piece of equipment or any equipment that comes to mind that we deal with. Hopefully, this is the starting point of a growing community, and I'll get to hear from some of you guys, your thoughts, your perspectives, and see it in the chat, and we can communicate, converse, and build and grow from there. So so I just wanted to get that introduction out the way before we got to the music or anything else. Also, I do want to, what we're going to do is we're going to actually investigate some things you can do with this button right here that you see my finger tapping, and that's the duplicate button. So I'm going to show a few things that you could do with the duplicate button inside working with the Maschine MK3. I also want to make you aware of that from time to time, I may be doing some work off screen. So I won't be doing something with the actual hardware, but I'll be doing something with the software, which is which will be the DAW. So the actual DAW of the machine, Native Instruments machine program. So that's what it's about. That's what this live and this video is about. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you tune in for further lives that we'll be doing after that. And of course, I hope you like and comment on the video so that we can get more people to see it. And also, I hope you subscribe. Um, I want you to subscribe. I want you to like, and I want you to comment. So you can do that for me. That would be super. That would be great. So anyway, let's get to what's going on with what we have here. So I have a particular beat which I've been working on, and I'm going to try to play for you guys some of the sounds that are in the beat. So here's one of the sounds. Let me turn this up a little bit. Okay, here's another sound. Right. And here's another sound. All right. And here's some drums. Some drums that I got from EA Ski that I liked in particular. Just a few of them. And then so these are some additional sounds. Okay. So with all of that being said and all of that out of the way, let's get to the beat. All right, all right, all right. Okay, hope you enjoyed that beat and all that. So let's get to the part that we're going to talk about now. The information that we're going to deal with, and that is the duplicate button. So I want to show you something here. You hear that? These two buttons have the same sound, right? And so they they are actually duplicates. This was an actual duplicate. Um, but I'm going to show you how the duplicate works without messing with that. And I'm going to do that through messing with this sound, which is one of my favorite sounds. I like this sound. I feel like this, it just has so much, it's kind of open and has a lot of potential and things that you could do with it. So what you do is you hit the duplicate button, you hit the sound that you want, the button, the pad, and then I'm going to put it over here in this corner, right here where my forefinger is. And boom, see? It appears right there. And it's still here. The dope thing about this is the way that it's set up right now is that this pad does not have the information, which you can see that in the, if I do this, da, 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 da. All right. So, well, it's a lot easier to see this in the actual DAW, but actually I could probably still show it to you. Yeah, here it goes, events. So that pad, right? So if I go to events, this pad does not have anything inside of it, but this one does. And you guys probably can't see it that well, but what happens is that in these screens, you can see that information. So what you'll see, so what happens is these screens are set up like piano rolls, and so it's one line for each pad, and in the line that corresponds with this pad, whatever information that you put in there as far as the amount of notation and stuff that you put in there, it'll be recorded in there for you to see. As you can see, maybe a little bit. Yeah, you can see right there. You see, well, actually, you see, yeah, no, you do see it. It's right here, right? They're just kind of small. I could probably, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. Try to go ahead and make it a bit bigger. But you can see these little notches or highlighted things right here. Those are notes right here, right here. Definitely right here you see it, right? All right. Up here, these are the bar sections or whatever they're here. But right here, these right here where my forefinger is at, those are some of the notes that are played of this pattern of this particular sound. And matter of fact, if you can see, you could probably slightly see a little bit where there's a little bit of where this lit up that line, so it shows you what line it's on and where it's actually with what line it's on, showcasing and highlighting the information that you put in your as far as your notation and your information in there. So okay, so now we've done that, but let's say I wanted to move that actual sound over to maybe another group. Now, groups, you have 8 groups, and then you have additional banks. We're not going to go deal with banks right now. I'm not going to talk about banks right now and deal with that at this moment. I'll deal with that in another live, in another video or follow-up. But just know that the extent of these 8 groups and these 16 pads, you get 16 pads for each group. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these different colored, multicolored lit up things right here represent a group. A group is represented by 16 pads, and a group is any amount of sounds that you want to put on those 16 pads, right? That's your group. So that would be like one channel with all these different sounds where you could play on all of this stuff. So literally, if you could literally just take one pad and for some people make one beat on one pad. You don't need multiple pads. The only thing is that when it comes, certain editing and mixing flavors or putting certain maybe plugins and things like that, you may want to consider if you want to do things that way. All right, so Now, as I said, we're going to take this same sound that we duplicated and we're going to take it to another, we're going to put it on another group. So I'm going to hit duplicate again. We're going to hold it, take it over to another group and put it there. And see, it's there in that group. So I could move that. I could take a sound from one group and put it on into the next group, or I could put it in the same group, but it's a different pad. So that's how you can duplicate a sound. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys for today, as far as like how useful that the duplicate button is. And also, there's also a separate function on the duplicate button called double. But we're not going to talk about that as well today. We're going to talk about that on the next live, and we'll get into that. But for right now, you got one nice little neat trick for you to just keep layering over your sounds, because what the duplicate does and it allows for you to do is that you can play you can take the same sound and then either play chord progressions with it, and then the other one and then the pad that is duplicated on, you can then play the melody with it. So that's one thing you could do. Or you could take um both pads of the same sound and you can play one melody and then a counter melody on the other one, or you can play a melody in one part of the octave and another melody in the other part of the octave, or in another octave. So you can do multiple things to play around with that particular tool and option. So I hope this was informative for you guys, and that it's able to help you in your furtherance of your production um, pursuits, and when you're out there creating and you are creating and working with the Maschine MK3. So what we're going to do, we're going to go out with the beat that was played earlier, and I hope you enjoyed this live. And please, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That would be very helpful. Um, it also encourages me to keep producing and making more of these lives and sharing this information, knowing that people out there appreciate it. So, thanks so much for taking the time to check it out. And this is the end of this TDK Vicious Beats live with Tafari XL. Peace.